Hey guys, welcome back to Joe's Garage. Today we're going to be unboxing, reviewing, and testing the Fanttik X8 battery, portable battery, charger, flashlight, but most importantly, it's a portable air compressor to pump and change the tire pressure on the spot. So if you don't want to have a whole compressor like I have in my garage, which I use for all my tires, but you're on the go, you're out somewhere, you don't want to stop at a gas station, this can be great. It can also be great if you're going on a track day. Sometimes you may drive if you're not trailing your car to a track, and when you get there, you're going to want to lower your pressures. But then when you leave there, you're going to want to raise your pressures. This will allow you to do that on the spot. So this is going to be a two-part series. The first part, I'm going to be unboxing, testing, and reviewing this. And the second part, I'm going to be talking about the variations in tire pressures. There's many different theories, there's many different opinions. I'll give you mine, some facts and figures, and tell you what I think you may want to do on your car as well with tire pressures. That'll be in part 2. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I am not affiliated with, I am not sponsored by, I was not sent this, I purchased this with my own money. So this is what the boxing of the Fanttik X8 looks like. Now, I will tell you, I cheated, okay, because I already opened this. It comes really well packaged, excellent foam here. I am putting this on the PPF section. I know some of you are gonna panic, have heart attacks. I took it out already, and the reason I did that is before its first use, you are going to want to make sure you charge this thing all the way. It did charge, took a little bit of time, wasn't too much. There's a power button, you hold it for a minute and a second. I'm sorry, for 1.5 seconds. It'll charge on, tells you its battery life. You can set how many PSI you want your tire to go to, and it will automatically do that. That's the really nice thing. Now, this can also be used for bikes, motorcycles, truck tires, even balls if you have sports like basketballs, footballs, or soccer balls. So this could be really helpful on the go. It's not exceptionally heavy, it's relatively compact, and it also comes, which is nicely packaged, this is a nice box, an instruction manual. It also comes with its own little charging cable, which is a USB to USB-C charging cable, a very handy dandy carry bag, which is also very nice. And it also comes with a couple different little fill nipples here to attach. One is for balls, so you can pierce it in. One's for various different types, like some bicycles have different type of valves that go in there. So let's go ahead and test this out and get started, shall we? All right, guys, so I have a regular standard analog tire gauge. Now we're gonna just check and see what the pressure is. They should be set at about 30 right now. Yeah, we're exactly 30 right now. So in order to make this test efficient, I'm gonna let a lot of that air out. We're just gonna let that air out. Okay. Yeah, it's about 25 pounds, maybe 20. Yeah, it's actually 25. All right, so 25 pounds. We've got this thing now set to 30. And what we're going to do is we're going to screw this on directly to the Schrader valve of your tire. Want it to be snug. And then you're going to hit start. All right. So now we'll unscrew this. I did order this, which is actually nice. So instead of having to screw it onto your Schrader valve, you can push it on and clip it on, and this screws into the Fanttik device. So I think this is like an extra 10 bucks or something like that, but that does make it a lot faster and a lot easier than having to screw it all the way on there. Not that it's a big deal, but you know, keep things simple. It automatically stopped at 30 pounds per square inch. Let's test it with our analog one. Yep, we're right on the money at 30. So it was a little bit slower than I would have liked, but again, this is a portable, chargeable device. To be able to deflate and reflate your tires within, that probably took, and I'll time it on the video later, I'm gonna guess probably about 40 seconds, maybe 45 seconds to give it 5 pounds at this on the rear tire. The front tires will probably be quicker because they're smaller. And filling the front tires with this was definitely faster than filling the rear tires, obviously because of the size. It also has a USB and a USB-C charge port. You can charge it through here, I guess, or you can charge it through here, or you can plug your USB device into this, like your cell phone or something else that you want to charge, and then charge it off of this. This is a power bank. I believe this is, I forgot how many mAh this is. But anyways, that's that. To turn it off, hold the button down, turns off, and you're good to go. I may leave this attached. It looks like a walkie-talkie, or I may take it off. And then, of course, just put your cap back on. I, of course, in the spirit of things, have the Punisher logo on there because I'll never grow up. All right, guys. So all in all, I am quite impressed with this device, and I'm going to read you and go over with you some of the specs that this thing has. Number one, it weighs about 1,320 grams, which I don't even remember the calculation about how many pounds it is, but I would say this probably weighs about 3, maybe 4 pounds. Not too heavy, digital display, very nice, very clean, very easy to use, very user-friendly, even if you don't have the directions, which it has, and they're very clear. The battery capacity, according to this, is 11.1 volts or 28.86 WH. I don't even know what the hell that means. I know it has 7,800 mAh capacity, which is with 3 lithium-ion batteries to charge a lot of stuff. According to their specs, you should be able to inflate 4 to 6 tires. Now, I don't know if that means from 0, which I believe it does. So if you have a completely deflated tire and you inflate it, you can do 4 to 6 tires on one charge. So if you're going to put in 5 pounds on each tire or 10 pounds per tire, you should be able to get tons of tires out of a single charge. It also has a pressure range between 3 and 150 PSI, which is pretty impressive for a small device like this to get that much pressure. Our tires run at about 30. I'm going to actually be, well, I'm not even going to get into that. We'll talk about that at the end. The noise range. It has a bit of noise. It is a compressor. It's generating pressure to bring air into a tire and fill it. So it says it runs at just about or under 80 decibels. Okay. So you will hear it. It's not quiet. It's not loud though. You don't need earplugs. It has a USB-C, which is a 5 volt 3A. And it also has a USB out, which is a 5 volt 2A. It also has a working temperature of 0 to 45 degrees Celsius, which is pretty good. And they want you to store it between -10 and 45 degrees Celsius. So clearly they're working on a metric system that Americans are not. So my overall review, I will give this thing 9.5. I'm not going to give it a 10 only because I was hoping it would have inflated the tire a little bit faster. I know if I use my compressor, I can get 5 pounds in there in literally like 3 seconds, maybe 4. But for on the go, fantastic. So let me talk to you why this is helpful to have with you real quick. If you're out and about, gas stations have, I guess, like coin operated, or now they're credit card operated, tire inflator stations, if you will. And you don't know who the last guy was, if they're broken, if they're working, if they're not working. And if your tire pressures are off, you want them to be inflated properly. Having this can solve that problem, okay? So it's not hard to carry, it's not that very heavy, and you just keep it in your car and you're good to go. Number two, if you are going to track your car, now that's where this becomes really important, especially to someone like me, where I want to have the ability to inflate and deflate my tires on demand. If we're keeping these tires at 30 and we drive to a track where you're going to want your tires to be somewhere in the ballpark of 23 or 24 pounds, that's a bit low for city and street driving, but appropriate for track driving, because when you're on track, your tires get a lot hotter. They're going to inflate to a higher temperature, typically 8 to 10 degrees difference on track versus regular city driving, where they're going to go up about 3 or 4 pounds on average per square inch. So we're going to talk about that in part 2 as far as recommended tire pressures. But in the meantime, I'm going to give this 9.5 out of 10. I think it's very good. It's very convenient. This thing unscrews. You're going to put it in the bag, throw it in your car, charge it before a trip or before you're going to a track day. And this can save you a lot of hassle and aggravation, especially when you're leaving the track. You want to inflate them back up to 30-ish and drive home if you're not trailering it. I'm Joe. This is Joe's Garage. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends. Helps the algorithm. It helps you, helps me, helps everybody. So enjoy. We'll see you in part 2 where we're going to talk about tire pressures for the C8 Corvette. Today we're going to be talking about the Fanttik X8 Apex 3 to 150 PSI pressure. Today we're going to be unboxing, testing, and reviewing the Fanttik